welcome to Spirit Animal Sunday. I'm jumping in here a little bit earlier tonight because that's just how my day is going. It's going a little bit better, and I think it's good to just get in here and go ahead and get these done. I really don't know how many people are going to be in here tonight because it is Memorial Day weekend, so I think people are mostly vacationing or doing who knows what, eating a hot dog or something. So we're going to go ahead and get into these messages. This is going to be for the first half of June. Can you believe it's already June, guys? So we're just going to go one by one through all the signs, Aries through Pisces. These are just going to be basic messages that are being brought in from the spirit animal world. We're going to use some spirit animal oracle cards and also our spirit animal tarot deck to get our messages. So let's go ahead and clear the space. I'm gonna hit some tuning forks, take a couple good deep breaths, and get ready for what's coming through for us. Alright, y'all. It is also the new moon this weekend. The new moon in Gemini just started, so that's a good energy. For communication, being open. I always like the new moon patterns. I like the waxing rather than the waning. That's just me personally, because that's when things are growing and moving and grooving. All right. I will put timestamps on these too for folks, because I have a feeling more people are going to watch this after the stream than during. So check the timestamps for your sign. All right, we're going to go ahead and start out with Aries. Hope all my Aries folks are doing great. This is going to be for your first half of June, guys. Keep in mind, these are general messages. If it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check the other placements in your personal astrology chart. You can get more out of those as well. And we're just going to go ahead and call on our spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Aries. First half of June 2022. What do they most need to know? And let's get one main spirit animal guardian that will be helping them out the most, please. And we have got the Dragonfly Spirit coming in for you, Aries. Truth transcends illusion. So this is going to be, you know, look at that number 22, master number. So Aries, I would say this first half of June is very much about seeing behind any illusions. If you feel like something's too good to be true, it probably is. See behind anything that feels a little deceptive, a little bit, you know, foggy, not quite clear, and make decisions accordingly. And the Dragonfly Spirit is a great energy to work with in order to achieve that. So let's get into your tarot messages next. We're going to pull 3, please, to start with for Aries. First half of June. Yeah, I do feel like you're dealing with some tussles here, Aries. Tasmanian Devil, the 5 of Wands, that's our classic tussle card. It is fiery. It's a little bit scrappy. There can be conflicts, competitions, getting into it with people, you know, and it's really kind of like, this isn't usually like big, horrible knockdown, drag out fights. It's usually just little skirmishes, conflicts, arguments, things like that. Sometimes a little bit of an ego tussle. if it's not worth it to you to have that argument, just walk away, right? Just walk away. I feel like, though, you know, you are definitely tussling about some things with this pangolin spirit. We've got the Five of Pentacles in here. And so, you know, that really speaks to a fear of scarcity, loss of control, you know, concern about having enough money, enough resources, and also a feeling of just loneliness many of the time. You know, it's like, and I feel like this may be a decision for some of you where you're like, yeah, I'm feeling kind of lonely. I'm feeling like I want someone to hang out with. But if like your only choice to hang, you know, of a person to get together with is somebody that really gives you a hard time or makes you feel kind of tense, it's better to just do your own thing. It's really just better to do your own thing than to put up with somebody that's just making you feel on edge or making you feel like there's always an argument around the corner. That could be a big part of this. It could also be telling you to go ahead and reach out to people that you have felt at a distance from, right? If you feel that distance, go ahead and bridge the gap. I do feel like you're going to turn out just fine over this next couple weeks here, Aries, with the Lion spirit, the Strength card coming through very strong for you. Big Leo energy here with it, Lion. You know, and that to me is a strong heart. It's courage. You know, winning out. It's that strength, you know, coming to the surface. It's your bravery. It's that ability to bridge the gap inside yourself between your own spirit and your physical manifestation and how you handle that. I do feel like there is tension. You know, you've got a lot on your mind, and there may be, you know, someone or something that's kind of rushing in with a lot of information. They may like want all these answers or demand all sorts of things from you. You know, with this Roadrunner card, you know, the Knight of Swords, this is a lot of air energy. It's a lot of mental energy, a lot of thought, you know. And sometimes this can be your nervousness, could be their nervousness. This could be someone that comes in with a lot of their anxieties and makes you feel kind of nervous as well. So just don't let that get to you. Don't let it hit you too hard. Let's get an affirmation. Let's get a extra card on this for you, Aries. This is definitely, this first half of June is seeing through a lot of illusions. Seeing through fake friends, real friends, people that really have your back. Stick to a higher point of integrity, Aries. Don't hang out with people that are causing you a lot of stress or tension just because you're lonesome, right? It's like, enjoy your own company rather than entertain someone that's just going to stress you out. And we've got, oh yeah, this is a great card for you, Aries, because that's your key word. It's all about action. The pronghorn deer there. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. And the feeling I really get for you, Aries, with this card is that I feel like you might have been kind of bogged down with someone or something for a little while that just, it's been kind of dragging you down. It's been keeping you from taking as much action or feeling as dynamic as possible. And this is really that feeling like, Aries, it's time to come out of that. It's time to move forward from that kind of funk or that kind of social malaise that you've been in. Yeah, it's a great read. I think you're going to feel a lot clearer over this next couple weeks. This, you know, this is the new moon energy. You're going to be making some progress here on something. So, hey there, Joyce. Hey, Gwen, David. I don't know who our fourth person is. There's somebody else in here, but I'm just sleepy, guys. I've been taking it easy this week. I haven't been doing anything other than what I have to do on eBay, but I haven't been recording videos for the channel. Haven't been doing nothing. I've just been taking it easy. I've been working hard, and I just have needed a big break. I don't even know if I'm going to do monthly readings for June or not. I really don't. I don't really have the time, and I don't really have the energy, so I'm just kind of like, just want to go back to bed. That's how I feel. I'm really contemplating taking the whole summer off from the channel. And I know that people won't be happy about that, but I'm just like, you know what? I've got a lot going on this summer. I got a lot of traveling, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I'll be doing much at all until maybe like September. I will keep you all updated about it, but I'm tired and I got too much to do. And it's like just one more thing, you know. All right, Taurus, let's get into it. Let's see what you got going on, my friends. Taurus, this is your first half of June, your spirit animal readings for the first half of this month. Let's see what we've got going on for you. Your spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Taurus. Anything they need to know for their highest and best good, please. Let's start out with the one main spirit animal that will be helping them out the most this first half of the month. Ooh, yes. One of my favorites. Taurus, you got the spider spirit on your side for this first half of June. Make your dreams real. So this is all about manifestation. This is all about weaving something together, creating something new. Even though this number on this card is a 56, for me, the spider is always a number 8, right? Always a number 8 because, you know, it's just that, you know, they're shaped like an 8, they got 8 legs, and 8s are numbers of manifestation, bringing things together, making things real. People that are born in a number 8 year are great manifestors. Woohoo, that is me. I am a number 8, so I've got a real affinity to spiders. So that is on your side. It's time to weave the web of life, Taurus. Dust off those old creative projects, all that good stuff. Let's get into your animal tarot. Dang. Okay, I'm sensing that underline. I think a lot of people got a lot of tension going on. First card out, cat spirit, page of swords, whole lot of stuff going on in the mind. Be aware of gossip, be aware of people saying stupid things to you. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. Don't believe everything that people tell you. Page of Swords is really shifty for that, and we are in a Mercury retrograde still until June 3rd. So just keep that in mind, Taurus. Double check all the information that you get, because this can be someone kind of immature, you know, maybe just spouting off, and you're like, is that really true? And it probably isn't, right? This can also be new ideas coming in, independent thought coming in, and that's a more positive take on this card. You know, so make sure that you double check all your information. Think for yourself. The cat spirit's very independent, so think for yourself. Don't let other people drag you down their particular rat hole. Right in the center, we've got the squirrel spirit, Ace of Wands, powerful fire energy here at the center of this first half of the month for you, Taurus. So this is a beautiful, passionate new beginning in life, something really strong coming in for you. You may feel like some new enthusiasm, some new vitality is coming up for you, and it is very exciting. Some of you might be, you know, really initiating search for a new home or getting into a new home with this Four of Wands. This to me is happy homecoming, celebrations within the home. You may be getting good news. You may be, you know, someone else may have good news that really brings you a lot of joy. The Four of Wands can also be those soulmate and twin flame connections. So Taurus, keep your eyes open. If you are single, looking available, and if you're already in a great relationship or one that you feel very happy about, it's time to connect even deeper with that. You may even be starting something big with this person. On the bottom, though, like I said, I feel this tension going on. And it, you know, partly from the Page of Swords, but also this Eight of Swords, there's a self-imposed overthinking cycle going on here. This can make you feel really trapped in your own head. So I would say that the biggest thing you need to guard against this first half of the month, Taurus, is overthinking. You know, don't beat yourself up. Don't say negative things to yourself. If you catch yourself doing it, just try to remember to redirect your mind, redirect your focus. Let's get an affirmation, please, Spirit, for Taurus. We've got the hawk, the messenger, and this is the higher mind energy, right? You know, woodpecker spirit, that Eight of Swords is that lower mind energy where you're very trapped and you're seeing things very close up. You don't feel like you can get out of a stuck situation. But the hawk is that big perspective that sees things from way up high. So this gives you a ability to see beyond, right? So if you feel very stuck in the here and now, and it's not wrong to live in the now, Taurus. I always say we got to live in the now. But this is really encouraging you to see the bigger picture as well of your situation. If you feel like something's challenging or something's kind of difficult at the moment, you know, look at the bigger picture. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future, so let yourself ascend to new heights. Yes, yes. Right. And welcome. Hey, Heather. Welcome to the chat. And Hurt, good to see you, hun. Good to see you. We are on to Gemini now. Happy birthday to all the Geminis. We are in Gemini season, and we just started our new moon today in your sign as well, Gemini. So very, very powerful, positive time for you. It's going to feel a whole lot better after June 3rd when Mercury comes out of a retrograde, I guarantee. So hang in there, guys. It's not too much longer till then. So let's get your spirit animal messages. Gemini, this is going to be for the first half of June. Let's see what you have got. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us our beautiful Geminis anything they need to see for their highest and best. And let's get one main spirit animal that will be helping them out the most for the first half of June 2022. Ooh, bold energy coming out. Badger spirit is on your side, Gemini. Be fearless and bold. Make the first move. Take the initiative. Don't put up with people treating you badly. To me, Badger is divine aggression. It is. It's divine aggression. It's like it's a self-righteous aggression. It's not putting up with anybody putting you down or treating you poorly. Step away from difficult situations. Have firm boundaries. That's what this card really says. Let's get into your animal tarot. See what we've got for Gemini. Be stepping away from things that have traditionally made you feel kind of afraid. That's something I really get the feeling of to Gemini, like things that have made you feel scared in the past. You're ready to just say, you know what, I'm confronting those. The Tasmanian Devil Spirit is the first card out, 5 of Wands. So, you know, this is a tussle card. It can be conflict. It can be, you know, differing opinions, things like that. And I tell you, you know, this could be you saying, you know, I'm not going to back down from this. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to, you know, honor my boundaries. I'm not going to let myself be pushed all over the place. And I think that you're really coming out strongly here in understanding your emotional center and emotional boundaries here with this octopus, the King of Cups. This is strong Cancer energy, and the King of Cups is very good at making decisions around his emotional life. He's usually very emotionally mature, right? This is somebody that's trustworthy, caring, kind, sort of like the best energy of like a caring father figure, right? It's that kind of feeling. So I do feel like you're honoring your boundaries a lot more. You're making wise decisions with your feelings, your emotions. I'll tell you, Gemini, the last couple months, your readings have been so funny to me because a lot of the time I just feel like y'all have just really put your boundaries up. There's a lot of people that you have stopped talking to. There's a lot of, you know, negative vibes or negative people that you just don't interact with anymore. Like you've made some big decisions. That's the energy that's really been coming through. And look at that. We've got our Warthog spirit, the Two of Cups, you know? I mean, that really directly relates to the health of your relationships. If you're a single Gemini, I think that you're really clearing the way for better romantic relationships and connections in your future. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like you've gotten some negative people out of the way that were really impacting your personal life for the worse, right? You really like her, like, you know, I like this, you know, I think this is my friend, but every time I'm around them, they make me feel worse, or they say something crappy about my partner, and they make, you know, end up causing a fight in my relationship. I'm done, like, you know. So I really feel like this is a great reading for you guys. This is bringing through a sense of emotional maturity and wisdom, keeping your good boundaries around you, and really your relationships prospering because of it. Look what's on the bottom here. The bee spirit, the wheel of fortune for you, Gemini. So the undercurrent running through this is absolutely lucky. It's, you know, the wheel moving ahead in your favor, coming out of stagnation, coming out of an old cycle. That's what I really feel for you, Geminis, coming out of this old cycle. I feel like you've really ended some negative associations, friendships, partnerships, work situation, whatever it was, and you're really stepping into a better place now. You're going to feel a heck of a lot happier as we head into this month of June. So good stuff. Let's get an affirmation for my Geminis, please. Yeah. There it is. This is a maturity. It's stepping through a portal with that stag spirit, the protector, you know, and in the Druidic tradition, you know, the stag, those antlers, it's that portal to a higher realm for you. You're an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You're meant to create blessings with your magic. And I just feel like this is you, just really stepping it up, you know, embracing that leadership, embracing those boundaries, going to another level here, Gemini. I think you're improving, and as a result, your whole social circle improves too. Very nice. Keep those standards high, Gemini. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Alrighty. Let's get our next sign coming up is going to be Cancer. Hope all my Cancers are doing great out there. This is going to be your spirit animal and tarot messages for the first half of June 2022. Might actually close this blind here. It's really bright coming through there. Getting a bit of a glare. All right, so dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we've got for our beautiful Cancers. Anything they need to see for their best and highest good, please. First half of June 2022. And let's start out with one main spirit guide that will be helping them the most during this part of the month. The bat spirit is coming in. Big rebirth energy. To me, the bat spirit reminds me of a little bit of Scorpio energy. You know, you may still be going through that big cycle. We had that big, you know, eclipse with the Scorpio full moon. That was a big one, guys. That was a big full moon for y'all. And the moon cycles are a big deal for Cancer. But the bat spirit, yeah, it is. It's a transformation. It's a rebirth. You're going to come out of your cave. This feels like Phoenix from the ashes energy for me. That does. It really does, in my opinion. So just watch for that. There's a resurrection of some kind going on in your life, Cancer. Let's get into your tarot. Let's get a little deeper into that. See what that may relate to a little bit more. Yeah, coming out of an old contemplative cycle. Yeah. I do feel like you're letting go of some old things, hopping away from some things that you may have been really super focused on for a while that just were not growing for you, not bearing the kind of fruit or results that you really wanted to see, because that's what the Four of Cups or Frog Spirit's all about. And the Frog Spirit is a cleansing. You know, Frog is always about detox, cleansing, clearing, letting something go, standing up for yourself. We got two big sevens here. Gorilla Spirit, Seven of Wands, having courage, placing your boundaries. Don't fight every battle you're invited to, Cancer. You don't have to do that. But it really is telling you that you're worth more than maybe you let yourself believe. That's a big part of that. Stand up for yourself. You don't have to put up with people's crap. You really don't, right? If somebody, you know, to me, the Four of Cups, the classic situation is somebody that keeps telling you they're going to, you know, follow through with something. They're going to call you. Y'all are going to get together. You're going to hear back about a job, whatever it is, and they never do it. Like, they never follow through. They're just flaky, right? They're just really flaky. But you've put a lot of time and energy and attention into the connection, and they just haven't. And you're ready to hop away from that and stand up for yourself. And I think that as you go forward, look, we got our sweet little bunny spirit there, a rabbit. The Seven of Pentacles, very abundant, very grounded and earthy energy. I feel like because these two sevens are coming up, and to me, sevens are numbers of personal development, personal growth. And so I really feel like instead of waiting around for somebody who's never going to follow through, you're really standing up for yourself, and you're going to start putting your attention and your efforts into something that will bring through the kind of results you would like to see. Because the Seven of Pentacles is about growing that garden, cultivating your efforts. And, you know, it's really letting go of stress, because the underlying energy here is this Black Swan, the Nine of Swords. This is those sleepless nights, excessive worry, sometimes creating those self-fulfilling prophecies through negative thoughts. So, you know, Cancer, this is really time to come to grips with that. It's time to let yourself be reborn. It's time to rise above this old stuff and to no longer hold on to people or situations that just aren't as committed, dedicated, or hardworking as you are. So let's get into an affirmation, please, for Cancer. Yeah, there you go. You're going to know the direction to go in. Listen to your inner soul here, Cancer, with the Goose Spirit, inner knowing. This is a beautiful card of not only just divine direction, because how do those darn geese know where to fly? How do they do it? They just have an inner knowing. They know where the pole is. They know what the direction is to go in. And they also are super strong. They are the longest distance flyers that we have, and you know, the stamina that they embody is just incredible. So to me, not only does this say that deep down you really do know the direction to go in, and you have the strength, you have the ability and the stamina to get there. So it's a great message. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident. You will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. Right? Cancer, instead of focusing a lot of your energies, you know, on people that are not for you, focus them on the people that are, because you've got them. You know, you've got them. It's just a shift of perspective a lot of the time there. All right, let's see what Leo's got going on. My lions. I hope you guys are doing great. Leo, this is going to be your spirit animal reading for the first half of June 2022. We're going to get into your animal oracle and your tarot to see what's coming through for you guys. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our fabulous Leos. Whatever they need to see for their highest and best good this next 2 weeks. And let's start out with the one main spirit animal that will be helping them out the most, please. Aw, the deer spirit. There we go. Leo, funny enough, this week I saw 2 deer in the neighborhood. It was pretty amazing. It's always exciting to see a deer. I don't live in the country, so it is unusual to see them, but we do have them around. So the deer spirit encourages you to bring a gentle touch to life. It is that divine feminine energy. It is, to me, a little bit of that tranquility, It's self-love, love of others. It's just being kind to yourself, right? Just be nice to you. You know, don't beat up on yourself. This is really reminding you to be nice to you. Be loving towards yourself, Leo. Let's get into your spirit animal tarot. Let's get 3 to start, please, for our Leos. Oh, yeah. Aw. I feel like you're overcoming some big stuff here, Leo. There's been some heartache energy going on. We're starting out with that 3 of Swords or Bluebird spirit. So there's definitely been some emotional storm and stress. You may be doing a lot of emotional recovery this first half of the month. You know, if you've recently been through either a breakup or some sort of disappointment in some way, this will definitely ring true for you. But otherwise, this could be something coming up from the past. We are in a Mercury retrograde right now. It brings up those memories from the past, and sometimes it's so that they can be healed. So if that's your situation, you're definitely in a recovery time. And I do feel like you're clearing some old foundational structures that no longer serve you, because the snake spirit, our tower card, is next. Again, you know, this is that feeling of working through a cycle, shedding the skin. It's a major process. The Tower card is ruled by Mars, so it really does encourage us to take action, to not sit still. Sometimes the Tower can represent those shocking changes, sudden, you know, news or unexpected events happening in our life. Not really bad or good. You know, the Tower to me is very neutral. A lot of people are scared of it, but I'm like, nah, the Tower happens for you, not to you, right? It really does. So this is to me about, you know, Spirit getting you to pay attention to things that need to go. It's like, look over here, Leo. It's time to dig out this old foundation. You keep trying to build new things on it, but it keeps not working because that's not the structure you're supposed to come from. So you've really got to do the clean sweep. You know, I love the snake spirit. That was my dad's Chinese zodiac sign, was a snake. So I have a real affinity for the snake energy, and it is a very resurrection kind of energy. It's that like healing, rebirth, and growth. And I just feel like, you know, you have a major resurrection being assured here. We have the whale spirit coming out, the judgment card for the last card here. So to me, the process is very completed over this next couple weeks. This is to me the higher vibration of the death card, because judgment is ruled by Pluto, which is the ruling planet of Scorpio. So it is that higher vibration. It's that phoenix from the ashes. It really is that new life being reborn. And I do feel like it's coming from the ashes, you know, and the Tower, you know, burns everything to the ground, and it is down to the ashes. And then here you come rising up out of those ashes. So it's a beautiful energy. You know, to me, that connection of Mars and Pluto here, this is profound, deep, clean sweep energy. You know, this is very, very big transformations. You may be transmuting a lot of old pain, a lot of old psychological baggage or emotional baggage may be getting set down, but this is quite a powerful cycle for you here, Leo. On the bottom, I think too, a big part of this, you know, we've got the woodpecker spirit, that 8 of Swords. And I think that part of this, because of the 3 of Swords, these are both air energy, mental energy. There is a lot of overthinking, worry, unnecessary thought, beating yourself up unnecessarily too, you know, comes in with that 8 of Swords quite a bit, you know, and it's really time to get yourself out of that old trap, out of that old prison. That makes so much sense why this deer spirit's coming through first, Leo, because this is saying to be kinder, more gentle, more compassionate to yourself, because you're going through a lot. You're going through a real purging, releasing, shedding off the skin process so that you can really have this major rebirth, this major transformation that's coming through. So let's get an affirmation, please, for our alliance. Yeah, be patient with your process too. I love this card, the Heron. You know, just hang in there with this, Leo. Don't beat up on yourself too hard, right? Create a place in nature's stillness to be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you reward. So, you know, make a sacred space either in your home, outside, somewhere that you can just go to be at peace, to reflect. Just be good to yourself. Be really good to yourself and hang in there. You know, be as patient with yourself as you are with others, right? Because that's a thing. That's a thing. Hey there, Nancy. Good to see you, hun. All right. I'll wipe my nose. My nose is sniffly, as it usually is, unfortunately. All right, let's get into Virgo next. How's my Virgos? I hope my Virgos are doing all right. I know we're in a Mercury retrograde. That is your ruling planet, and it can be a bit of a challenge. I know. So hope you guys are navigating that okay. This is going to be your spirit animal messages for the first half of June here for you guys. So let's see what we have. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Virgos. Anything they need to see or hear for their highest and best. And let's see what we have as their main guardian spirit that will be helping them out the most during this time, this cycle. We just started a new moon too, Virgo, so this is a good, positive vibe. Turkey spirit. It's turkey time, Virgo. Oh my goodness. Give with gratitude and grace. I think the turkey is very much about generosity, gratitude, appreciation, you know, just being grateful for all the good things that we have in our life. Yep, not holding back. That's a really, really great animal spirit to work with. Let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we have for Virgo, please, Spirit, in the tarot. June, first half of June, 2022. Wow. Boy, it's a lot of air energy you're cutting through here. So funny. Virgo, for some reason, this just popped into my head. It's a documentary. I don't know how hard it would be for you to get a hold of it, but I think you would get an absolute kick out of it. It was a PBS special. It was a nature documentary, and it was called My Life as a Turkey. And it was about this dude who followed, you know, he basically integrated himself into a flock of wild turkeys and followed them around for like a year or two. It was interesting. And so like they eventually, what happened, because, you know, birds will have these, you know, hierarchical debates and stuff, and they basically kicked him out at one point, because they will do that to some of the turkeys. They'll kick them out of the main flock and tell them, you know, go create your own flock, bird, get out of here. And they will. They'll go off and create their own flock. And that's kind of what happened to him at the end of the cycle of him being with these turkeys. They kicked him out. And he was like, I was kind of upset, but he's like, they do that. Like, they do that to their own. And he's like, they were basically telling me to get out of here and go make my own flock. He's like, so my time as a turkey with them was at a completion. So, so you might want to see that. It was really interesting and very, very fascinating. So Virgo, check out the turkey documentary. I just think you would get a big laugh, a big kick out of that. There's something in it for you. I haven't seen it in a minute, but I get the feeling there's something in that for you. So your first card out, Virgo, is the Black Swan. What a classic Virgo card. This card is not technically ruled by Virgo, but it should be. It should be. Because this is, to me, the biggest shadow side of Virgo, which is worry, anxiety, overthinking, losing sleep, letting the mind run away with you, all that kind of stuff. And so, you know, this to me is really moving through that, right? Being very conscious of your thoughts, of the mind's machinations, coming back into a place of meditation, coming back into a place of serenity, tranquility, and moving away from excessive worry. It is a time of being strong, of gaining strength, of really embracing your inner courage with the gorilla spirit, the Seven of Wands. It also, I don't know if it's people that are arguing with you or that's more your own self that you're dealing with here. That's honestly what it feels more like. So, you know, it's like you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. That's always a feeling I have. And Virgo, I think it's really time for you to not argue within yourself so much. I really think that's what it is. It's like saying, you know, put your boundaries down. You know, sometimes you just got to say to your own mind, you know, like, mind, I know you want to do this, but I'm not interested right now. I don't have time. I don't have energy. I'm not going to engage in those worries, right? Or in those arguments. I do feel like things are going to come out very clearly here. Look at that Condor spirit, the King of Swords. King of Swords is our Aquarius energy. And I do feel like this is somebody who is a good strategist, a good planner. They see clearly into the future. They can be a bit emotionally cool or aloof. You may feel that way. You know, you may feel like you kind of want to take time to yourself. And that's totally fine, right? If you need to do that for yourself, do that for yourself, Virgo. But to me, this is definitely about making better decisions about how you use your mind, what you put your mind to, what you invest your thoughts in, right? Because kings to me are always about making good choices. They're leadership energies, right? And so that's what it is, you know. And on the undercurrent, we have our spider spirit, the high priestess. So there's that intuitive undercurrent. I think deep down, Virgo, you know what's right for you. You know what's best for you. And it's really about tapping into that deeper intuition and that inner wisdom and trusting your intuition, right? Because when you do that, the mind kind of naturally relaxes. The mind is not going to overwhelm you so easily. But let's get into an affirmation for you, Virgo. Yeah, setting yourself free, giving yourself some mental freedom here. There's that horse spirit. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So yeah, it's interesting we got our horse spirit. Horses always remind me of Gemini energy, which we are very strongly in. We've got the sun and the new moon today in Gemini, and to me, you know, the reason is because in the Chinese zodiac, the horse sign is akin to Gemini in the Western zodiac. So there really is that mental energy that comes in with the horse spirit. You're really feeling it. And I feel like this Mercury retrograde is kind of getting you to go back and review and revisit some things. And I feel like once you've cleared that out, Virgo, you're going to feel a lot better. This is the dynamic of leaving behind like an unwise use of your mind, you know, the Nine of Swords, which is excessive worry, doubt, giving into that kind of thing, and going towards the higher and better use of your mind, which is the King of Swords, which is using your mind for a good purpose. You know, planning when it's time to plan, and the rest of the time letting that go and not worrying too much about it. It's a nice read. It's really nice. Let's get into a Libra. Hey, Mattia. Good to see you in the chat. I just saw you pop in. A lot of folks tonight. I'm surprised we have this many people in the chat actually tonight, because it's a holiday, so I really wasn't expecting. I thought I'd just be sitting here talking to myself. Talking to the animals. Doing my Dr. Dolittle act. All right, Libra, let's see what we have got for you guys. I wonder where Yuyi is, our wonderful Libra. I wonder where she went to. I hope she's doing okay. She said her internet connection isn't great right now, so that might be what it is. But Libra, this is going to be your spirit animal messages for the first half of June 2022. Happy new moon today. in the sign Gemini. It's good energy for Libra right now. So let's see what we've got. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us our beautiful Libras anything they need to know for their highest and best good, please. And let's start with one main spirit animal that's going to help you guys out the most for this part of the year. Ooh, like that. Yeah. Wolf spirit, the pathfinder here, Libra. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Okay. So this is really about taking what you've already learned, what you already know, and putting it into practice, right? This could be saying that, you know where you need to go, and it's time to just go there. It's time to do it. Libra to me, of course, is an ultimate partnership sign. And, this is also a message that to me reminds you that you can act dynamically as a team, but also as an independent individual, right? So don't feel down if you're doing some things on your own, right? I know a lot of times Libras, they feel kind of bummed or kind of empty if they're only doing something by themselves, but that's okay sometimes too, You need to have that so you really know your own voice, your own directive. Let's get into some tarot for Libra, please. Yeah. Well, these are nice. Good relationship energy, guys. This could be some love offers coming in. Okay, so first card out is the Giraffe Spirit, 8 of Pentacles. This to me is work in motion, right? This is teacher-student energy. This is having learned something. Many times it's that dynamic. You might be teaching someone something, they might be teaching you something, but it's really doing the very best quality work that you are capable of doing. It's very much just one day at a time. Don't get impatient. Stay the course with your efforts. You're going to get there. It's going to have a good outcome. Right in the center, we've got the Dolphin Spirit, the Knight of Cups, the Pisces energy. This is love offers, given or received. So for my Libras out there that are single, this could be a, busy month. This could be a busy month of love offers, especially this first half of June. You could be going on a lot of dates. You could be getting a lot of offers for dates. You could be offering other people to go out. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like this could be the two of you maybe traveling or going somewhere together because there is a lot of movement there. If you are single and you're meeting new people, always, I would say, check them out a little bit deeper first before jumping on in, because sometimes the Knight of Cups can be just a little bit seductive, right? Just a little bit. So it's always good to, look a little deeper below the surface. But look at this, Libra. We've got the Warthog Spirit, the Two of Cups. So I do feel overall this is a very positive cycle. Very strong love connections and partnerships are possible to come through. These are really good soul connections. This is, like I said, if you're single, this can be new people coming in. If this is, a time where you're already bonded, this could be healing a relationship or healing a current dynamic. Very, very, very nice. On the bottom, we've got the Mouse Spirit, the Three of Pentacles, collaboration, follow your dreams and research. So I do feel the connection between this and that Eight of Pentacles is very nice. You may have new people coming into your life or ones that are already there that you're going to be collaborating with, people that are good for you to work with. So it's really time to step into that. These are people that are excellent to team up with. Two of Cups is usually romantic connections, but this can also be those very good collaborative connections too coming in. It's time to forge your path, both as an individual and as a team. All right, Libra, let's get an affirmation on this for you. Yeah, look at that. And this is very sweet. This feels like partnership energy too with this Penguin Spirit. And it's that keyword of authentic, be your true self. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations and just be yourself. You know, anybody that's watched, you know, you remember the March of the Penguins, how they work together, how they make things happen as a team. Like, there's not, they're very connected. They're very connected in how they work together. And very, very strong, like, partnership bonds. The Penguins are like that, you know. And so this could be a good partnership time yet again, Libra. Very nice energy there. Alrighty. Yeah, Mattia, if you're interested in a personal read, I can do that for you after I'm done with the general reads. It's $15 minimum donation. Yeah, I didn't put it in my title, but if there's anybody that wants a personal read after I'm done with the general ones, I can do that for you. Yeah. Thank you for doing that, Gwen. That one looked a little unusual to me. I was like, what is that? Oh, goodness. Oh, no problem, Gwen. Thank you. Thank you for moderating. All right, Scorpio. Yeah, no problem, Mattia. I know, you're good for it. I've read for you quite a number of times here, so no worries. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what we have got for you guys. I hope my Scorpios are doing awesome. I know you're being all secretive and scorpionic, and that's fine. This is going to be your spirit animal messages and reading for the first half of June 2022, Scorpio. Let's see what we have got for you coming up. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Scorpios. Anything they need to see for their highest and best good, please. And let's see a main spirit guardian that will be helping them out the most. Watch and wait. Ooh, I like that one. The seahorse spirit. So Scorpio, this is actually, I think, perfect for you. You know, you're a very strong sign of observation. And I feel like whenever you are in that mode of kind of like, well, what should I do? Who should I trust? Who should I talk to? What course of action? And if you're not sure, that's always your best course, is to watch and wait. Don't push the river, drift along, let your intuition guide you, and observe. Observe what's going on around you. You don't have to say a lot, just watch and wait, and you're going to see exactly what you need to do. People and situations are going to reveal themselves to you. So I feel like you're in a good little power pocket here with that coming through. Let's get into your tarot, please. Let's see Scorpio's tarot. First half of June. Yeah. I feel like you're really seeing through some things. This is very positive, though. God, this is positive. It's a really positive read, Scorpio. First off is the dragonfly spirit. So, you know, dragonfly is definitely about seeing through illusions. It's definitely about seeing through to the heart of the matter. And it is this Eight of Wands. So to me, this is life speeding up. This is messages and communication. Moving at a rapid pace. You may feel a little overwhelmed, but it's usually because there's a whole lot of good options. There's a lot of good opportunities, and you have to pick which one you like the best or which one you want to focus on the most, because it's a lot coming through. One of the real traditional interpretations of the Eight of Wands is the, you know, arrows of love flying through the air too. So there may be some love connections, romantic situations that are speeding up as well. I do feel like, though, like you are I love you, Scorpios, because you're a lot like us Capricorns. It's like whenever there's good things coming into your life, you're always like, wait a minute, is that too good to be true? I gotta check that out a minute. I gotta slow this down just a little bit. You know, you got the Queen of Swords here coming into it, the Jaguar spirit, our Libra queen. And so she, you know, is very much about like, well, let me check this out a little deeper. She's like, let me look at this. Let me make sure it's good. You know, I got my sword out in case anybody's messing with me. I'm just being careful. You know, your boundaries are very strong, Scorpio. You're really not letting in any scoundrels, any ne'er-do-wells, any time wasters. You're keeping a clean house. But there's that Lovers card coming through there, the Hiwatsan spirit. And this is also the Gemini power card. We are in the Gemini season, so I feel like this is very empowering for you in your relationship life. For my single Scorpios, you could be really selecting somebody good out of, you know, a couple different people. You know, you might have a lot of options here. And you're kind of really going, okay, which one's the best? I got to observe. I got to wait. I got to really look at them deeper, you know, to find that good partner. And I feel like, you know, for those of you that are already in a relationship, something about your relationship could be speeding up. It might make you get a little nervous. You might be like, oh, I got to make sure everything's above board. I got to make sure everything's cool. If we're moving to the next level, right? That's part of what that could be. But overall, I feel like this is good decisions. It's very positive. You have the most positive card in the tarot on the bottom of the deck for you, the Sun, the Peking duck. So, you know, this to me is triumph, bliss. It's, you know, victory. It's success. It's that innocent, childlike, happy, joyful mind. So I feel like, you know, overall, it's very good. But you're gonna do your thing. You're gonna do your thing. You're gonna observe, and you're gonna make the best choice for yourself. You're gonna do it. Let's get into an affirmation, please, for Scorpio. Oh, yeah. Scorpio, I feel like there's just a lot of bliss and joy and happiness and potential romantic love around you. Hummingbird spirit miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. So Scorpio, I know you might feel a little distrustful. You might feel a little bit like, you know, on your guard, because that's just kind of what you do. But it's a really nice reading. It's a really, really happy reading. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we have got. Let's see how you are doing, Saggy. This is going to be your spirit animal reading, your tarot for the next 2 weeks, the first half of June 2022. So, dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what we have got for our fabulous Sagittarians. Anything that they need to see and know for their highest and best good. And let's start with one main spirit animal that will be working with them the most for this first half of June. Wow. Okay, Sagittarius, big, powerful spiritual force on your side with the eagle spirit coming through. Spirit has your back. So to me, when I see this, I think mastery, leadership, ascendance, a strong, strong connection with the divine. You're really kind of touching the face of spirit with this card. So I love that. Love that for you. I feel like you're really going to a next level of some kind in your life. You're feeling very integrated with your divine guidance. Let's get into some tarot, please, for Sagittarius. Wow, 2 wanted to come out in that first position. Yep, we got a lot of higher mind energy here. So the first position was 2 cards. I'm going to take them both because I just felt them both come together. So we've got the Fool card and we've got the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like when it comes to long-term planning, financial decisions, you know, making plans for, you know, many years to come, all of that, it's really best to just trust spirit right now. this next couple weeks. You know, the Fool card is very much about taking the leap of faith, not over worrying, not overthinking, just being in that, you know, however this unfolds, I'm open, right? I'm open to that. Because there's a lot of new energy, a lot of new messages coming through with the Cat Spirit, the Page of Swords. This can be a lot of new ideas, a lot of information to review. I'm always careful with this Page of Swords a little bit. It's Gemini energy. We are in a Mercury retrograde here, Sagittarius. So I would just be careful. You know, I always, with this card, I say don't believe everything you read online. Don't believe everything that somebody tells you just because they tell it to you. You've got to double check it. Do your fact checking. Think for yourself. You know, the Cat Spirit's very independent. So to me, this is a think for yourself kind of card. And we have yet another big, powerful raptor bird here. You had the eagle as your main spirit guardian this week. This next couple weeks, we got, you know, the hawk coming in here as well with the Ace of Swords. So I really feel like this is a victory, a success, clarity, and it comes from not overthinking, funny enough. Ace of Swords, you know, we think of swords as, you know, there are a lot of thought, and here it is, you know, with that Page of Swords. There's a lot of thought, a lot of ideas, a lot of, you know, details that you got to look through, think through, and talk about. But you actually have a greater success by being open to what unfolds in front of you. But this is really about mental clarity. It's about no longer feeling confused. If you have been going through some confusion, I feel like you're coming to the end of that cycle. You'll be able to see things for what they really are, see the bigger picture. On the bottom, we do have the Stag Spirit. Very, very powerful energy. It's very strong Taurus energy. It's very grounded, and it is a leadership kind of energy that comes in around the Stag. The Hierophant, of course, is also, you know, deeper wisdom, spiritual knowledge, really growing in that spiritual knowledge, being a bit of an authority about some things too, you know. This is very beautiful. Let's get into an affirmation for you, Sagittarius. I almost get this feeling like people will be seeking your guidance, you know. Somebody's going to be asking you for some sort of advice. And don't forget to be playful. All right, don't take things too seriously, Sagittarius. We're getting that nice playful energy on the side there. I think that really complements our little puffin, our little Fool card, you know, because that's that playful energy. You might be dealing with some serious things, not of anything negative, but serious, right? And this is reminding you to keep some lightness in there. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. So don't forget to have some playfulness in there, Sagittarius. Breathe out anything that's made you feel a little nervous or shaky. Let that go. Embrace the confidence. All right, guys. Capricorn. Love my Capricorns. I hope you guys are doing great. Capricorn, this is going to be your spirit animal messages and guidance for the next 2 weeks. So this first half of June 2022. Let's see what we have got for you guys. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for our fabulous Capricorns. Anything they need to know for their highest and best good, please. And let's start with one main spirit animal guardian that's going to be helping them out the most for this first half of June. All right, Capricorn, I know this is not one that you are going to love, but I think it's very appropriate. There is that you are in the middle of a cycle. You're in the middle of some sort of part of your life. This is, you know, that transitional phase. It's a little bit like the Hangman. We've got the flamingo spirit that stands up on one foot, right? Embrace the in-between. You are in between cycles, in between phases. You may be in this real transitional position here, Capricorn. And it's not something that you guys generally like. I'm a Capricorn myself, and I can say that I am the kind of person it's like you're in or you're out, you're on or you're off, and it's really tough for Capricorns to embrace the in-between. But that's exactly what this card is telling us goats to do, because we are in a transitional process. We're not completely, you know, it's like making this trip across the river. You know, we're kind of in the middle of the river. We don't like that. We're like, we want to get over to the other side, you know, of the river bank, but we're in the middle of a journey here. We're in the middle of the journey. We haven't completely got to that next destination yet. So a lot of what we're doing is preparation. It's transitional work. So Capricorn, the best way to make the most of those times is to, like it says, embrace those transitions. Be like, yep, that's where I'm at. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to go with that energy, because when you're just in it, you're going to move through it quicker and easier. Let's get some tarot, please, for Capricorn. Yeah. Ooh. This is beautiful, though. Like, Capricorn, you're definitely changing some big things. There's some big transitions this first half of this month. Octopus Spirit, King of Cups. I really do feel like you are making good emotional decisions. You're learning more about yourself. You're being that trustworthy, kind of supportive person that people can turn to. And in turn, I feel like you also have people like that in your life, right? You have those good people that you can always count on that do have your back. So this is, to me, about, you know, calm, clarity. Look at that. Control over the emotions, right? Understanding your emotions, being compassionate with yourself and others. This is just really stepping into a lot of emotional maturity and wisdom, really knowing who you are. This is a manifestation time, right? This big transition, this transitional phase and process you're going through this first half of the month is very strong here with the Raven Spirit, the Magician coming up right in the center. I feel like that is very, you know, key. That's the key to all of this, is that nobody can really give you what you seek, Capricorn. Like, no matter who's around you, no matter what influences you have, the Magician is all about bringing its talents, its resources, its abilities to the table and making things happen. It's also a Mercury ruled card. We are in a Mercury retrograde, so you could be in a place of review and coming out of that sort of rethinking. Well, what is it that I want to do? How do I want to manifest? What is it that I really want to grow or spend my time on? Because right now it's time to create. And there is big transformation afoot, Capricorn. We've got the Scorpio Moth, the Death card, big Scorpio energy. So there is that transformation. There could be an old life that's dying away. That could be part of that transition you're going through, because there could be a huge part of your life or something from the past that's really dying away, something that you're really releasing out and stepping into the, you know, potential for the new life, right? Death card, it's like you're really in that transition, but you're going to get to the rebirth. You really will. On the bottom, Capricorn, we've got the Gorilla Spirit. The underlying current of this is the Seven of Wands. This is a card of courage, bravery. Stand up for yourself when it makes sense to do so, but don't fight every battle that you're invited to. You may have people try to start things with you, or you may feel kind of some tension, but you don't have to engage in it. This is really saying be strong. Don't sabotage yourself, right? Don't cause problems where there aren't any. Don't get involved in situations that seem stressful unless you really feel like it's important that you speak up. Let's get into an affirmation for our goatees, please. Yeah, there it is. I think it was Libra. Libra had this card too, the penguin, for their affirmation, the authenticity. To me, this is a really strong card of strong family ties, strong partnership associations, you know, just really working well together with someone or a group. Yeah. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations and just be yourself. So don't be afraid to be who you truly are, Capricorn. The people that really love you, that are on your side, are going to be there through thick and thin for you. I've always said that. It's like, be yourself, because that's the quickest way to know who's really for you. Don't try to be someone you're not just to make somebody like you. If they don't like you for who you truly are, they're not worth being around. And yes, reach out to your family, friends, the people that are really strong on your side. That's who I feel like is best for you to interact with right now, Capricorn. I almost get this feeling like this next 2 weeks isn't the greatest time for making new friends or new associations. This is really more of a time for strengthening the associations or relationships that you already have. That's a deep feeling I really got with that. Yeah. All right. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what we have got for you guys. This is going to be your spirit animal messages and tarot for the first half of June 2022. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Aquarius folks. Anything they need to see for their highest and best. And let's start with one main spirit animal guardian that will be helping our Aquarius folks out the most for this first half of June. Lizard spirit, I love it. Dream the world into being. Lizard spirit to me is like a mini dragon. I love how they gave him little wings on this card, like he is a little bitty dragon. But this is really about, you know, you might be in a dream space a little bit this next 2 weeks, Aquarius. You might be kind of daydreaming a lot. You might be sort of thinking about, well, what could this be or what could that be? You know, but this is really about what is that you want to create. Sometimes, you know, just daydreaming or imagining about what it is that you want to manifest can be a very powerful thing to do. I'd say that the lizard energy is a little more relaxed, right? It's not so much about forcing things into being. It's about dreaming them into being, right? It's a much more gentle approach. So let's get into some tarot for you, Aquarius. Let's see what we have got here for you. Oh, it's not thunder, Gwen. It's these darn helicopters and stuff flying around out here. They're always making noise. It's very clear here. We're not having any storms. Interesting. Ooh, okay. Dragonfly spirit coming through, 8 of Wands. So things are certainly moving forward. Whether you're aware of them or not, Aquarius, things have been moving forward quicker than you think. That is very much where you're coming from. Dragonfly spirit also helps you see through any confusion, deceptions, illusions, things like that. So you're able to see more clearly. But you may feel like you've dealt with some confusion, and that's not surprising. We are in a Mercury retrograde, guys, so, you know, until June 3rd, when that, you know, starts to clear, you may feel like, wow, I'm not really sure where anything's going or how I'm going to do it, but, you know, I've just got to trust that I'm going to get there. But things are moving quicker than you think with the 8 of Wands. This can also be those flying arrows of love coming through the air, creating good connections and good romantic situations. So in the center, we have the Pangolin spirit. That is a 5 of Pentacles. So Aquarius, I do feel like the only thing, this is the crux of it, is that you do right now have this feeling of scarcity consciousness, worry about resources or not having enough of what it takes. You might also feel just flat out lonely. You might feel like you're, you know, at a distance from someone that you love or someone that you miss. And that could be difficult for you. That could be very difficult for you, but hang in there. It's going to get better. Look at this with the white buffalo spirit coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like, you know, Spirit is really going to reach their hand in to start, you know, giving you exactly what you need. It's important to express gratitude and awareness of what you're grateful for in life, because the more that you do that, the more easily this flows to you. So just keep that in mind. You know, aces are always the hand of Spirit giving us some kind of a gift. And when it's the Pentacles, the earth energy, it's a very tangible gift. So it's not like, oh, where is it? Like you'll know it. You'll know it when it comes through. On the bottom, be a good team player. Very important. The undercurrent here is our mouse spirit. 3 of Pentacles. Our mouse encourages us to pay attention to the details. And our 3 of Pentacles encourages us to collaborate together, to work together in harmony towards a common goal. All right. So don't let loneliness, don't let fear of lack get you down. Pay attention to what it is that you do want. Take the appropriate actions to bridge the gap. Don't just stay there feeling lonesome. Pick up the phone. Talk to, somebody that cares, that you care about, right? Keep in good contact. It's going to make a big difference. Let's get into an affirmation, please, for Aquarius. Yeah, look at that. The sea otter is in here too. So I do feel like this potential for happiness, partnership, connection is so strong. It's like it's right around the corner here. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let go of worry and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure, right? You have a really good partnership energy here, Aquarius. Even if you're feeling kind of lonely right now, even if you're feeling separated from someone, maybe you're in a long distance relationship, don't let that get you down, because your love destiny is strong. Like you have, it's like it's on the way, or it's already there, and it's just going to be a matter of time to bring that connection even closer than ever. So, all right, take care, Silver. Thank you for being here, hun. We're almost done with the general reads. All right, so Pisces, we are on to you. Last but definitely not least, I hope you guys are doing good. This is going to be your spirit animal messages for the first half of June 2022. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Pisces. Anything they need to know for their highest and best good. And let's start out with one main spirit animal that will be helping them out the most, please. Interesting. Okay, Pisces. You got the same one as Aquarius just did. So if you have an Aquarius in your life or some Aquarius in your personal chart, you may want to watch that reading as well. Dream the world into being. There it is. And I'll say some similar things I said to Aquarius. And I love this card because he looks like a little baby dragon with those little wings. They painted some wings onto this little lizard. This is a gentle approach to manifesting your dreams, right? This is not forcing them into being. This is not pushing things too hard or going against the grain. This is spending some time in imagination, daydreaming, maybe writing things down in a journal, kind of making a list. Here's what I would really like to do or like to see happen in my life. And then just sort of let it go. Let it go to the universe. Let spirit have it and say, here's some things I would like. Show me what you got. It's a more gentle approach, It's not forcing the world into being, it's dreaming it into being. Let's get into, I think it's perfect for Pisces. That's y'all's energy anyway. Hey there, Aries, and good to see you, sweetheart. Let's get into your tarot, Pisces. See what we've got. First half of June 2022. Some balance. Ooh, definite balance energy here. Ooh, a lot of Libra energy. A lot of choices you gotta make. All right, Pisces, get ready. Two of Pentacles, the chimpanzee spirit. So balance, going with the flow, having more fun in life. So I'm feeling like a big reason that little lizard popped up its head into your reading is because you've probably been working a little too hard, or maybe being a little too tough on yourself, maybe beating up on yourself a little too much. It's time to relax. It's time to have a little more fun. Capricorn rules the Two of Pentacles, so it can definitely be that kind of workaholic energy, and it's really saying, it's like, take a break here, Pisces. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's time to balance. More balance coming in. Elephant spirit, justice card, major Libra energy, Libra power card here. So to me, this first half of this month is absolutely about finding your personal balance, fairness, This could be some old wrongs being righted. This could be some old karmic justice coming around. It's natural law. It's natural sense of justice and equality. And you know, look at this. Pangolin spirits coming in here too. Again, Five of Pentacles. You do have a little bit in common with the Aquarius reading. They had this card as well. So, you know, again, I'll say, you know, don't let scarcity consciousness or loneliness dictate what you do in your outcomes, right? If you feel this, it's time to make decisions and take action that will support your well-being, right? To overcome that loneliness, all of that kind of thing. On the bottom, again, more Libra energy, guys. Whoa, a lot of Libra energy. This is just wild. All right, I'm going to pull a few extra cards for you, Pisces. On the bottom, we have our beloved little blue-footed booby, our Two of Swords. And this, again, is Libra energy. You know, you had the elephant, which is justice, Libra card. This is a Libra card. This is about making decisions, being at an impasse, kind of going, yeah, I got to make a big choice here. I'm not sure which one is the right way to go. But look what was right after that, Pisces. The Jaguar, our Queen of Swords, our Libra Queen, right? So we have just really got some major Libra energy. If you're working with a Libra, have one in your life, this is definitely your reading. But if you don't have a Libra in your life, I feel like this is just really about finding balance, making good decisions that support your balance, getting rid of negative time wasters and people that ain't good for you in your life. And right after that, look what we had, the Warthog Spirit, Two of Cups. I feel like, you know, you got a lot of twos. Two of Cups, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. You're making a lot of decisions that are going to support your personal balance and well-being. For some of you, you might be, you know, choosing a love relationship that's new. For some of you, it may be saying, you know what, I've been working myself to death. I need to take a break. I need to balance myself out here. I need to have a little more fun. I need to lighten my spirit. Yeah. So it's quite a read here, Pisces. Quite a read. Time to find your balance. You might also have, for some of you, you might have news about somebody that treated you badly in the past, getting some karma. You might hear a little bit of that too. All right, let's get an affirmation, please, for Pisces. Yeah, there's a lot of partnership energy going on here. A lot. Because Libra is a partnership sign. You have the Two of Cups, you have all those twos. There are some big decisions in your relationship life. That's a really big feeling I get. So accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So don't go it alone right now, Pisces. That's a big feeling, you know, with those number twos. Like, don't go it alone. There's a real feeling of bringing in those personal connections. Choose to be around people you work well with and feel good around versus the other kind. That's a personal decision too. That's, I think, is coming in there as well. You know, that's why the Two of Swords was in there, you know, because that's the decision making. That's the choice. With that Queen of Swords, you got to choose to be around good people that support you, and that you feel good about. And Pisces, you are the most intuitive sign. So it's like, if you feel funny about someone, listen to it. Don't second guess your intuition. Just get out of there. Get out of there. I do that more and more for myself all the time. I'm an honorary Pisces, and I'm telling you, when I feel it, when I feel funny about something or someone, I don't really ignore that anymore at all. Like, I used to kind of go, oh, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And now I'm like, you know what? No. And I don't need to feel bad about it. All right, let me get my other cards set up here. Mattia, let me do that real quick. So Mattia, general read for the new moon, which we just started. So exciting. I always love the new moons, guys. The new moon energies always feel so good to me. They're always a little more sleepy when we're in the waning moons. The new moons always feel really energizing. All right. Let's see what we have got for you, Mattia. And if anybody is interested in a personal reading, it is a $15 minimum donation. You can donate through the Super Chat option on YouTube, or I have PayPal, Venmo, Cash App links below in the description box. So I'm just doing those for the next little bit here until I get tired. If there's anybody in here that wants it. I do appreciate it. I appreciate it very much, Mattia. I really, really do, guys. Because my channel is smaller, so anything that y'all do, it makes a big impact. It really does. It's very, very appreciated. All right, let's see what we have. Dear Spirit, dear guardians, guides, angels, ancestors. Let's see what we have for MT, for our Mattia in the chat. Let's see what we have for this next 2 weeks, for this new moon cycle for her. Anything that she needs to see for her highest and best, please. Ooh. These are exciting cards. Okay, so your main themes here is the Netcaster. The first card out is the Netcaster. So this is preparations come to fruition. I feel like you are manifesting in a huge, huge way. This is like you're casting your net and you're bringing in the harvest, everything that you've been working hard for coming through, and that is so beautiful. And on the bottom of the deck, we had repairing the veil, the energy of forgiveness. And I just feel like, look at that. Look at that. That's so gorgeous. And it's a 42 on this one and 45 on that, on the repairing the veil. So I feel like not only are you bringing in a harvest of your life, you're really, you know, the things that you've been planning for, the preparations you've made are bringing in what you've, you know, been working for, but something's being repaired. Something from the past is being healed. You know, you may be forgiving someone, whether you say it to them to their face or not. You might be really making that choice to forgive and release. Or relationship or dynamic you're currently in is being healed, right? There's some old rift being repaired. This is beautiful. So let's get into your tarot. Whew. Exciting stuff. Yeah, definite leadership. Oh yeah, definitely moving beyond some old junk here. A lot of Aries energy coming into, oh my goodness. So right in the center of the Celtic cross for you is the King of Wands. So it is about that Aries energy. To me, this is that minor arcana emperor. It's very much about going and getting what you want, being very enthusiastic, dynamic, powered up, having that vital energy. Definitely stepping into a leadership role. This is, you know, very powerful. But also remind yourself to make sure to take time to rest, Mattia, because look at that. There we go. Four of Swords on top of this. You are going to be very active. And so it is important for you to take time out, to remember to breathe, remember to just decompress. Yeah. In the immediate past, we've got the Eight of Swords. So this is where you're coming from. I feel like you really have let something go. Like that is, you know, that major trap being stuck in the mind. You know, that may be part of what that repairing the veil is about, because if there was something that just, you know, like you kept replaying it again and again in your mind, it's like, ugh, I got to put that away. I've got to let go of that so that I can move forward. That's a tough card to work through, right? So let's get a clarifier on that. Thankfully, that's in the past, though, right? So I do feel like something major, some big old hurdle. Yeah. It bothered you for a while, and I kind of feel like, you know, this might have been about like either some old argument, some old conflict that had really got you down or really got you stuck in your head about it for a while. And even though the conflict itself was over, like it kept replaying in your mind and in your consciousness. And I feel like now you've kind of made that choice to step away from it, to rest your mind, to give yourself that peace. And going into the future, we've got our Six of Swords. So you really are stepping away from the drama, from the difficulty, from, you know, any kind of frustration, anything that hasn't been good for you. You're leaving behind those choppy, troubled waters and going to some more peaceful place. Positive outcomes ahead. Really, really nice card. It's one of my favorites, Six of Swords. Yeah, it's so much happier. This is where you're heading, is the Three of Cups. I mean, this is just a joyful feeling of good news, good connections with friends, happier times ahead in every way. That's so nice. On the bottom, we have the Ten of Swords in your subconscious position. So I really do, yet again, this is the end of a difficult old cycle. Something that was painful, could have been betrayals, feeling stabbed in the back, really just left out to dry, you know, all of that kind of thing. And I really feel like that's why that repairing the veil card came in, because there's been something that's been very difficult for you in the past, to truly put to rest, to truly not like keep thinking about it or keep reliving it. Again, we are in that Mercury retrograde, so, you know, this is a time where we definitely review old energies, old wounds, old things that have happened in the past. And the best use of that, of course, is to review it so that we can heal it and release it the best that we can. And the Ten of Swords, you know, to me shows there's something very difficult coming full circle, because the 10 is the end of the cycle. Yeah, Nine of Cups, and this is, you know, it's a thing, because it's like you have a choice. It's like I can keep dwelling on this old crappy energy, or I can go ahead and let it go, because I feel like I'm getting really close to my dreams and goals and wishes coming true, right? And on the top, crowning the spread, is the Emperor card. So you got that King of Wands in the center, you got the Emperor on the top. Like I said, both of these cards are very much a dynamic of each other. Very strong, of course, Aries energy on this. I feel like Spirit's really saying to you, it's like, not only do you feel yourself stepping into that leadership position, but you are also ready for it. And they're encouraging it as well, you know. Aries is so much about your personal identity that I feel like this is also a time when you really feel like you truly know yourself. Like you really know who you are. You know what your identity is. You know what your place in the world is. That's the eternal question of Aries, is what is my purpose here? What am I doing here? What am I supposed to physically actively do while I'm here? That's their big thing. So it's like, I feel like this is a time where you're really coming into that close understanding of what your mission is, what your purpose, what your active purpose is, who you really are. You know, you are being careful. It's interesting. You got these fours on top of both of those Aries kind of cards. Yeah, you're being careful, you know, and you're weighing your energy, right? Four of Pentacles is such Capricorn energy, so it's very much about that caution. That also might be because this is position is the message from Spirit. I would say, you know, they're really kind of just letting you know it's okay to balance things. It doesn't have to be all action and you know, pushing it all the time. It's okay to kind of hold back sometimes and review and reflect on what the best decisions are. You don't have to be a completely open book all the time, and that's okay. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Have a good night. Let's get into some advice for you. What I really feel too with those, you know, the Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles on top of that King of Wands and Emperor is that it's like, it's balance. It's important to keep the balance because, you know, that Aries energy can kind of push it over the cliff sometimes. So it's like, you know, make sure to draw yourself back. Don't go overboard entirely, right? It's like just moderate your energy a bit. Yeah, you've definitely worked through some kind of old heartaches. There's just been something. There's been something, MT. Because the suggested approach is the Three of Swords. It's time to shake them swords out. It's time to pull those swords out of your heart and truly recover. Yeah, because this is recovery from old wounds, old heartaches, old disappointments. There it is. I mean, it's repairing the veil. And look at this. One of your power cards, Miss Scorpio, is the Judgment card. Yeah, it's definitely time to heal up from this. It is absolutely time to let the heart be healed, to let the bygones be bygones, because the Judgment card, like I said, it's that higher vibration of the Death card. It is the Phoenix from the ashes. It's the second chance, right? Is the second chance. So it's really let the old pass away so that you can have, you know, your new rebirth. Because look at this, you're getting the Judgment card twice. This is what you need to know. The what you need to know position is, yes, you are in your Phoenix from the ashes mode. You know, the death is over. The pain, the transition, all that crap is over. And it's really time to rise up again. The new life is on the way. Very powerful cards of your Scorpio, might I add. And so, yeah, the things are unfolding with the Knight of Pentacles, slowly but surely. They're moving into a very, very successful place. It's not happening overnight, but it is happening, right? Again, good preparation energy. Like, you're really preparing for something that's completely new, completely new. And here we go. Hopes and fears is the High Priestess. Sometimes I feel like you may doubt yourself a little bit and you may kind of go, I hope my intuitions are correct, right? That's a big thing there. Oof. Seven of Cups, because you are making decisions. You are making decisions. And I feel like sometimes you do get a little concerned about trusting your own intuition. So that's the only thing I would say there. But remember, hopes and fears is just hopes and fears. It's not actualities. But sometimes you do suffer from that. So try not to let that get to you. Outcome card, Four of Pentacles. Again, you know, so this card is coming up twice. And the Judgment card is coming up twice. It's really a matter of knowing when to say yes and when to say no. This is Capricorn energy, like I said, and it's very much about, you know, sometimes we get hurt and then we go, oh gosh, I don't want to get hurt again, so I better really protect my heart. Or we get financially taken advantage of and you go, I don't want that to happen again, so I'm really going to hold on to my money. And we're holding on so tight, our heart or our money or whatever it is, that we can't let more in. We can't let more abundance in, or we can't let more love in. And so this is really saying it's fine to be cautious, and you know, coming from Miss Capricorn, I'm not going to tell you not to be cautious. But don't be so cautious that you can't let good things happen. That's part of that forgiveness card and repairing that veil, right? Repairing your trust, repairing your heart, repairing your sense of foundation, boundaries. Let's see what this Four of Pentacles is about, please, Spirit. We got him in there twice. Got a couple. Yeah, you just don't want to get hurt again. That's really what it is. You just don't want to get hurt again, and I get it. I really do, because us Capricorns do the same thing Scorpios do, right? You know, you don't want to get into arguments, tussles, conflicts, and you don't want to get stabbed in the back again. There's our Ten of Swords coming out. Yeah. That's why you're cautious. That's why you're cautious. But you're working towards a lot of abundance here. It's beautiful. Look at what's on the bottom here. Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So I really do see you. This is the underlying current of what you're doing. You're working one day at a time to get to this beautiful abundance, this great, fabulous, earthy Taurus energy. So don't quit on that. There's good things ahead, but you are definitely working through healing, recovering, and fully emerging into a fresh new life. It's very exciting. Yeah, but you've definitely been through it. You had Ten of Swords twice, Three of Swords, a Judgment came out twice, King of Wands, and your Emperor card. You know, you're moving forward very dynamically, but definitely give yourself some recovery time in the mix of it, because, you know, you've got a lot going on. You do. You have a lot going on, but you just need to heal up too at the same time. Let's get some affirmations on this for you. I like it. Oh, yeah. There's Kuan Yin in here, too. So we got a dragon. We got the dignity card, you know? I think that's a big part of this, restoring your personal dignity. Take pride in yourself and all that you've become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. Because there's a lot of action in this card. And we have mercy. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive, right? And this includes compassion for yourself. Yeah, I think everybody's sleepy. I'm seeing people talking about how sleepy they are. I almost didn't come in tonight. Because I didn't really know, like, I was just like, everybody might just be taking naps and relaxing, and because it's a holiday weekend, you know, I had no idea if anybody would even be online tonight. Yeah, I've been exercising more this week. Exercising and sleeping. And only working at what I need to work on. Like, I've been just really paying good attention to just taking care of myself. That, I did a collective reading at the beginning of last week. Oh, you're welcome, Atia. Thank you so much, as always, hun. It was a great read. It was very, very deep. Definitely a Scorpio reading. But yeah, I've, you know, last week we had the Four of Swords come up twice in the collective reading, and I was like, I'm going to pay attention to that. I'm going to sleep a whole bunch. Yeah, just resting and taking care of myself. It's been important. Just, you know, Capricorns, we don't do that enough. We don't rest enough. I'm always tired when it's a waning moon, and especially when it's a Mercury retrograde at the same time. Oh my goodness. Oh, Priscilla, you gotta go fix that. You need to get a real massage. Yeah, I've started trying to get back into getting regular massages again, because it helps so much. It's that, and like chiropractic, you know, that just helps my head, my neck, all of it. Thank you, Mattia. Have a good night, sweetheart. If you haven't ever had a massage, or it's been a long time since you had a good one, you need to get, make sure you get really hydrated. Drink a lot of water, because it releases a lot of, the lactic acid and things that build up in the joints and everything, and the muscles. Make sure you do that. Make sure you drink a ton of water. Maybe take a sea salt bath or something. I have chronic pain in my shoulders, my neck. It's a Capricorn thing, I swear. It's also partly old injuries. But if I'm exercising regular, almost every day, walking, stretching, cardio, weights, I do a good variety. And if I'm exercising and doing massage, chiropractic, things like that, then it manages my pain amazingly well. Yeah. It's massively important. But I didn't exercise last night. I just went to bed and I slept. A lot. And I had dreams about traveling with my bunnies. It was really funny. I've never traveled with them before, and I was dreaming about traveling with them, taking them on a plane. It was really funny. Petey is doing great, by the way. My 15-year-old three-legged rabbit. He's doing really good. He's just enjoying his golden years and his little life. He eats everything I give him. He's just happy as he can be. It is really, really funny. I'm amazed by that rabbit so much. And I'm very glad that I did not euthanize him when the vet said to, because if I had, he wouldn't be enjoying himself now. But he just needed time to recover from his surgery. And now he's doing real good. He's just like, yep. He's like, I'm doing awesome. So yeah, my little old Petey man. He's doing very good. And it was funny because I was dreaming about traveling with him last night. I was taking him with me on a plane. And I remember there was like a animal, like a vet, in the airport that would check over your animal before you get on the plane with them, make sure they're healthy and okay. And she's like, wow, he's only got 3 legs. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, he's doing really good though. I was like, yeah, I know. It was really funny. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna take off. Oh, Priscilla. I will say I've known a couple guys in my life that could do very, very good massages. One of my exes was very good at it. You gotta, my current guy, he's very good at it too. But I tell you, yeah, that is a big one. Guys gotta be able to give a decent-ish massage, or at least be willing to learn. I'm very good at it too. I give very good neck rub, foot rub, the whole thing. I'm really good at it. Because it's important to me. Because I know how much better it can help someone feel. Because it helps me. Yeah, David, there's a massage therapy school here in Atlanta. You should look around where you are to see what's around you, because there's definitely, I actually sometimes get massages from the student clinic because they put in a certain amount of hours on practice, and so it's really good sometimes to go up there because they do them pretty cheap. Yeah, you don't want a massage that's so rigorous that you're in super amounts. I mean, a certain amount of soreness is sometimes normal, because if you're breaking through a lot of tension, yeah, no, David, stay away from that. I can take a pretty rigorous massage. I can handle it because I've just got so much, But but you don't want it to be so much that you're like, ow, 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 the next day. You know, that's too much. You want it to be not so gentle that it's not effective, but not so deep that it's painful later, because that doesn't really help anything. Yeah, yeah. See, hair raisin knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. You should start dry brushing, Priscilla. I got a dry brush I started using this week for my skin. It's so good because I like a back scratch in the first place. I love the way that feels, and it feels amazing. It's good for your circulation, and I love it. Nah, David, if you're in a professional setting, you're not going to have to deal with anything weird like that. But you'd probably be really good at it. If you already are good at it on your own, you know, going to a, you know, an actual school will, you know, give you the techniques and the certification to be able to go practice. And you can, I mean, you can make decent money doing it. You'd make decent money doing it because it's, you know, you can practice at like, you know, a place or a clinic or, you know, a place that, you know, like you can work in, and you can also just do it on your own. Like you can, you know, have your own clients. Some people, you know, will travel, like there are some, I mean, massage therapists that will charge extra, like to come to your house and do it. Yeah, it's, you know, it's really up to you how you'd want to work your business. Yeah. You know, you can even branch out into things like physical therapy, and then you're, you know, going to be partnering with medical doctors too, which is always good. Yeah. Yeah, David, you need a job. I agree. All goats need a job. We need a job, so we don't like not having a job. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do well if I don't get we all need a job. A job is like your own job. Instead of somebody else's job. I'm all about like being your own boss. Yeah, be your own boss as much as you can. You know, and I mean, that's true. I mean, if you're a licensed massage therapist, you can work wherever you want. You can work for yourself. You can, you know, work for a clinic. You know, it's not like it's you don't have to go to work in a place. Like you could just do it yourself if you feel like there's, I go to a psychic fair each month nearby, and there's a guy that does massage therapy, and you know he just knows them, so he sets up there and does, you know, little chair massages at the fair, and you know just charges what he wants, and it's good, right? You know, it's like that's that kind of thing. Yeah, the loneliness. I felt that in the Capricorn reading a little bit. There's a little loneliness, but goats are always a little lonely. It's just it's part of our condition, David. Just get used to it. It's really okay. Like, the older you get, the easier that will be. I used to feel incredibly alone. Now it doesn't bother me so much like it did in the old days. When I was younger, I would get really bothered by that loneliness. Because a typical Capricorn just has like a couple of really close friends for life. That's a really typical Capricorn thing. Yeah, and I've gone through those times when like either your friends move or they are in a relationship and you're not, or they have kids, and then it's like they're just gone, you know, and it's like, oh, I talk to myself all the time, David. It's not bad. It's not bad. I enjoy talking to myself. I talk to my dad. Talk to my dad's spirit, you know. Talk to my mom. And talk to my bunnies, and you know, it's all right, you know. But Capricorns are always just, you know, a little lonesome in the soul. That's just, it's, I hate to say it, but that's like just a typical quality of Capricorns. Capricorns are very picky. They have high standards about their friends and about, yeah, I do too, Gwen. I answer myself sometimes. The best is when you're in a real good conversation with yourself and somebody walks in and they're like, who are you talking to? You're like, oh, sucks. No one. Oh, man. Yeah. My dad would do that too. My dad would talk to himself a good bit. He'd always be funny. I'd walk in on him and I'd be like, who are you talking to, Dad? He's like, oh, myself. I'm just working it out in my head. So it makes sense. You know, I watched a video a week or two about the habits or like of intelligent people, higher intelligence. And they said that that is actually one of the things that more intelligent people do, is they talk to themselves a good bit because they're working things out. It's very interesting, but we must have some smart people in here, right? That's it. We got smart people in here because we're all talking to ourselves. Yeah, because it's just, you know, it's in a strange, you know, roundabout way. It's sort of like self-reflection. You know, you're kind of reflecting and sort of just, you know, working something out. Or if you see something really stupid or someone acts like an idiot, you're like, wow, you know, you got to talk about it to yourself. And you're like, what was that? You know? Oh, I'm guilty of that too sometimes, David. I don't do it on here, but, you know, people that know me know that. Yes, it does help me process, and it helps my memory, Gwen, right? It does. When I'm trying to remember something or learn something, and it's like, okay, I repeat it, remember it, and then I can, you know, like if I'm doing a video or I'm working on something. David, that sounds like something my mom would do or say. And she's a Capricorn too, drawing eyes on her hands like, hi. Hi there. Yeah. My mom puts googly eyes in things. I swear I got that from her because I enjoy doing that too. Like, she'll just like if she's got bananas or apples in a fruit basket, she'll just take stick-on googly eyes and like put them all over the fruit. And I'm like, Mom, I can't eat that now. It's got a face. I get my weird sense of humor from her, I swear. But we're both goats, so it's just forget it. Like, we just have a really silly sense of humor. My mom used to draw faces on my toes when I was a little kid. Like, we would do that. So funny. That would be hilarious, David. And just like sit there and talk to it. Be like, hey, how you doing? People are like, that's a good way to sort out your friends real quick. It's like when that authenticity card and it's like, just be yourself and all that. I'm like, yeah. Because, like, seriously, I said, just be yourself saves a lot of time. Because if they don't like me for who I am and how weird I am, then we're probably not going to be able to hang out together. That's too funny, David. Hey, Silver. Yeah. These days, I would say it's maybe is it maybe just a little bit easier to talk to yourself in public, because now, you know, with cell phones and Bluetooths and all that stuff, people kind of go, oh, they're probably talking to their phone, right? It's a little bit more acceptable to be nuts in public, maybe a little bit, because they're like, oh, they must be on the phone. It's like, yeah, that's it. Maybe that's a good way to do it. Just get on the phone and be talking to yourself and just hold your phone and be like, yeah, I know exactly how you feel. Dang. They said that to you? Really? Ooh. Yeah. So last night, me and my mom watched a movie. This is gonna make y'all laugh. This made me laugh. And it was a movie I've never seen before, and y'all are probably gonna laugh when I tell you what it was. Because I think everybody has seen this movie, or most people have seen this movie. From 1988, the old Bruce Willis action movie, Die Hard. Oh my god, my stomach just growled like crazy. Boy, I'm hungry. Okay, I'm gonna have to go after I tell this story. So, me and my mom were looking at her TV, and she's got all these free movies that she has. And we flipped by that, and I was like, there's that Bruce Willis movie, Die Hard. I was like, I've never actually sat and watched that movie. And you know, why would I? I was a little kid when that movie came out. Like, I wouldn't watch that movie as a little kid. And, like, the opportunity just never availed itself. You know, my dad probably would have watched a movie like that, but he was mostly into war movies and westerns. So I just never saw it. Just never saw it. And I also said, you know, this would be like a funny movie to watch, like with a person. So my mom was there, and I was like, you know, people say this was like a Christmas movie, or they watch it during Christmas, and we were like, okay, let's see what happens. So we turned it on, and it was so funny. Okay, we were both just cracking up. It's hilarious. It's so 80s. It has all the 80s things. It has the woman with the 80s hair and the big shoulder pads in it, which we were cracking up. I said, I bet her shoulder pads are gonna save her. You know, it's like if a bullet hit the shoulder pad, it would just bounce right off. So, and it had like the coke snorting you know, businessman was in it. Alan Rickman was in it, being, you know, the German terrorist. And it had, you know, Christmas decorations were everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen a movie where you have like bullets flying and like Christmas decorations in the same shot. So it was really funny that way. It had the Japanese businessmen in it. It just had all the things. It had all the things. And so I would say, like, the lesson of the movie is to make sure you always keep your shoes on. That was the big problem. Bruce, in the beginning of the movie, he takes his shoes off, he's relaxing, and all of a sudden the place is full of terrorists, and he never gets a chance to put his shoes on. So he's running around with no shoes through this whole thing, trying to save everybody. And it's like, at one point, Alan Rickman, who's the evil German terrorist, he tells the guy, shoot the window, and all the glass goes flying because he knows Bruce doesn't have any shoes, and Bruce is picking shards of glass out of his feet, and it's Christmas, and he's missing the party, and it was a rough, I was having a really rough day. That was like, man, that's the lesson of the story, is to make sure you don't Take your shoes off. Keep your shoes on. If it's a Christmas party going on, I don't care if you're relaxed or not. Keep your shoes on, because you never know when Alan Rickman might show up with a bunch of dudes. I give it 10 out of 10 flaming tannenbaums. Me and my mom had a really good time watching it, and we were laughing a lot. And early in the beginning, my mom she just made me laugh so bad. She's like, I think this is like a guy movie. And I said, yeah, Mom, it's a guy movie. She's like, I think this is a guy movie. Like, what gave you that idea? Oh, man. Yep. That's funny, David. Oh my goodness. Alright, guys, my stomach is talking to me in a big way. I gotta get something to eat. How about y'all? I gotta get something to eat. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I gotta eat something. Go get some and start out snacking and then make some dinner. But thanks for hanging out with me on this holiday weekend. It's pretty nice tonight. It's a nice night out. But I will see y'all soon. I don't know if I'm going to be getting like June monthly readings for all the signs done or not, because it's almost June. I like to try to get those done sooner. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. It really depends on how busy I am and how tired I am and what goes down. Because thankfully, my eBay store has been really busy, guys. It's been super busy, and it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. But I'll talk to you soon. And I'll talk to you soon for sure. Barbara, we'll be talking this week. All right, guys. Have a really good night. Love y'all. Appreciate you so much. And I'll be around. You know I will be around. And we'll figure out what we're gonna do next on readings. I might live stream them, you know. I might do like monthly reads for each of the signs and just live stream them. Because sometimes that just is more fun because we can interact. It's not as like just me talking to the camera. So, all right, guys, have a great evening. Mwah. Talk to y'all soon. Take care.